You can't fight a metaphysical, supernatural being with carnal weapons. What does God say about it? 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we live inside of a carnal, fleshly body. We do not war after the flesh. We don't use fleshly weapons. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of what? Strongholds. Casting down imaginations. What are the strongholds? Imaginations. Images in your mind. It's a thought war. It's in your mind. It's a metaphysical part of you called the mind that the devil's accosting. Your mind is metaphysical. Your brain is in your head, but your mind is not in your head. Your mind is a metaphysical part of you that you can't even find. You know, you can't have mind surgery performed on you. The detrimental thing a psychologist or a psychiatrist does, they try to fool around with your mind. And they don't have the ability to adjust your mind. They can chemically do things to your brain. See, that's what they deal with. They're chemically altering your feelings and how you go through things based on interacting with your brain with drugs, psychotropic drugging you. See, that's not affecting your mind now because your mind is spiritual, and only one being can fix your mind, and that being is God. Your mind is a metaphysical, supernatural component in you that interfaces with your brain so you can do things in the natural world. Your mind and your spirit are both in that other dimension. They're in another dimensional plane, but they're embodied inside of you. You got another you in you that's engaging the physical part of you to interact down here. So I'm standing here as a spirit with a mind, and my mind and my spirit is engaging my brain in order to talk to you. But I know that this physical body is going to rot off the bone in a grave 6 feet under the earth one of these good old days. You're not permanent. This is a temporary housing for eternal components. Eternal components housed in a temporary housing for us to interact with each other on the physical plane to get saved and born again. That's all we're here for. So your mind is a component that only God has the authority to enter into to deal with you. But guess what? The devil tries to override that and bum rush his way into your life and kick open the door to take control of your mind. So you got to cast down the imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God and bring into captivity. You got to captivate every thought to the obedience of Christ, and having in readiness to revenge all disobedience, all of your rebellion, when your obedience is fulfilled. Okay, the fulfilling of your obedience. Who knows when that occurs with every individual? Nobody does. I don't know when you fulfill your obedience. But when you fulfill your obedience, you got to be ready to revenge all disobedience. So now you're set for war. You're on a wartime footing. Once you've obeyed unto death, even the death of the cross, you got to mortify. That's the initial steps of obedience. You're dying out, and out of the resurrected loins of the dead man comes an obedient son. Now you can revenge all your disobedience. Every day of disobedience is now going to be revenged because now I'm obedient. So you can offset what you were as you walk in what God has made you.